Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this from. This is my Fulham versus Liverpool match review, and my Liverpool versus Norwich match preview. As the Reds go to yet another Carabao Cup final, yet another League Cup final, with a you could say scraping through in the end. We did make it quite hard for ourselves, despite scoring an early goal. But we do make it through in the end to the Carabao Cup final, avoiding extra time and penalties, you could say, in the Carabao Cup. We're a tough game at Fulham, which proved to be a tough game, to be fair, in terms of parts of that game. And but we're through to another Carabao Cup final and another League Cup final and another chance to add yet another trophy on the Jurgen Cup. It could potentially be our second League Cup trophy on the Jurgen Cup, as we play Chelsea once again in a cup final. But the start to the game, start to the first half, you gotta say the first 10 minutes quite end to end. To be fair, quite end to end. Fulham knew they had to go for it, try and get the crowd on the side straight away, and try and get the early goal. They probably should have got an early goal through Charles Paulinho from a corner. And Charles Paulinho was left free in the box and passed it over the bar. And then straight after that, we punished Fulham for that through Luis Diaz, which was key for us. It was massively key for us that we got the first goal in the 11th minute, silenced the Fulham crowd, and it did look like it took the stuffing out of the chicken, as you know what it is in terms of the food analogy. But it looks like it took the stuffing out of Fulham once we took the lead. It was like a bit of a dagger to Fulham's heart, really. As Luis Diaz did well against Castagna, cut in on his right foot and the shot went to Jeno's far post, where you don't say Jeno should be doing better, but you could say there are a lot of deflections. To be fair, there are a lot of deflections on the shot, but you got to say Jeno needs to do better. I would expect my goalkeeper to save that personally, but we don't care as Liverpool fans. And to be fair, after that, it was more controlled, wasn't it? It was more of a controlled performance until probably that 75th minute. We started to make changes, didn't we? Once we were 1-0 up, and once we were 1-0 up, controlling the game, and then it went to the 70th minute. Then we're all thinking, yeah, we can make changes now because Fulham, you also took stuff out of Fulham, but Fulham did that goal back through Issa Diop. Poor goals to concede by Liverpool standards, really is poor goals to concede. Harry Wilson had the beat in the Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley still did well, to be fair, in the game, but he didn't do well that time with Harry Wilson having the beating of him. Harry Wilson puts the cross in, but it's very poor. Whoever was marking Diop, just getting Issa Diop one across him. I think it's Virgil van Dijk who get Diop one across him, and Diop basically needs it in, shins it in, doesn't he? Because he didn't really finish it with his foot. Where let's be honest, he finished it more with his knee. To be honest with you, and you could say Terror should be doing better as well. You'd feel Terror should save that, in my opinion. And Terror for me was probably the worst player on the pitch for me. People will say, "Oh, but he made a few good saves." Yeah, but let's be real now. Them saves were from fucking non-wins. Fulham did not do anything. Let's be real, apart from the goal. And there were 3 non-win shots where Terror just parried it out, and that was straight after the equaliser. and it made for a stressful ending. Let's be real, it made for a stressful ending, and I don't know what's happened to Terha. Like a couple of seasons ago, he was quality. He was a quality goalkeeper, but now it just I just don't know what's happened to him. This season, it just looks way off it. And I mean, when in the games he has played, he's been way off it. Been way off it, Terha. He was way off it in the first year as well. And you have to say he's probably way off it in the previous games he has played as well, Terha. So for me, it'd be interesting if he plays in the cup final. I personally wouldn't play him in the cup final. I just rather play Alisson in the cup final. At the end of the day, you're paying for a trophy. I know Terha played in the last cup final. Well, the last two cup finals, didn't they? Liverpool been in, so it'd be interesting. It's like a sort of reward thing, isn't it? But I personally wouldn't play him personally in the cup final. I'll go straight for Alisson as play in the cup final. And yeah, it's very worrying. Maybe is it because he was linked to Terha? Maybe because he was linked with the Netset in the summer. He had clubs interested in him. There were, and or is it something else? Is it because he's not getting most games and that's really affecting him? But end of the day, we're through now. We're through to the Cup final. Lucky didn't cost us. Lucky didn't cost us at all. And I did say in my preview, didn't I, for this game that it would either be Liverpool do it the hard way by scraping through with a 1-1 storyline, or Liverpool just put Fulham to bed with like a 3-1 storyline. I went for 3-1 Liverpool. But I did say we would start, to be honest with you. And that, in the end, did take stuffing out for him. It's like from then an equaliser and teasing everyone that could come back in the game. As for man of the match, I think it's a hard one, isn't it? Because it was like a bit of a controlled performance, and I'll probably give it to Quenza, in my opinion, to some for man of the match. In my opinion, yeah, I'll give it to Quenza for man of the match. It's quite a hard one, to be fair. Because you have to say the defence was pretty solid until the goal, wasn't it? Until the equaliser for Fulham. So I'll give it to Quenza. Cup semi-final, second leg as well. You know how nervous he'd be in the cup semi-final. It would have been his first cup semi-final, second leg as well. Same with Conor Quadri as well. So, but we straight through. I mean, we had a comfortable year, didn't we? Especially when we scored as well. Especially when we scored, and but in the end, it was like a straight through, wasn't it? Because from the equaliser. So, but at the end of the day, it's job done. We're in the final, another tough final against Chelsea, and in terms of my early thoughts about that, yeah, I'm confident. I am very confident we can win that final. It's not the same Chelsea that were in the tough finals 2 seasons ago. It was a better Chelsea team back then. It's still be a tough game because our past meetings with Chelsea, no matter how bad they've been, we still somehow end up drawing with them. So it could be an annual penalty shootout against them. We hope not. We hope not, to be honest with you. But for me, I don't think it will go to penalties. I do think we will. I can really see us putting Chelsea to the sword, in my opinion, in the final. I'm not saying it would be a comfortable storyline, a dominant storyline. I just think we will have too much for Chelsea in the final. But whose opportunity for Pochettino to now become a bride and not a bridesmaid? But for me, I do think we'll put Chelsea to the sword, and I think we will beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final. Well, I expect us to beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final, and I expect us to win the Europa League as well. So I do expect us to win at least 2 trophies this season, and depending on what Man City do against Tottenham in the FA Cup, and I expect us to win the FA Cup as well. So, and it's all done, isn't it? It's all done. Chance on all 4 fronts as well. And now we go on to the match preview for Norwich in the FA Cup. For the FA Cup 4th round against Norwich City, who are in the Championship. And the Norwich fans be thinking, oh shit, here we go again, down to Anfield. Because in recent times we have obviously battered Norwich, and David Norwich have beaten an annual Frosten as well. Norwich fans be happy that Yuri Suarez ain't playing. And obviously that meeting between these two was in the was it in the Premier League or was it in the FA Cup? Can't quite remember now. I think it was the Premier League where we won 3-1, wasn't it, in the year then, in the year 2022, where we were chasing for the quadruple. Chasing for the quadruple that year. And Norwich got David Wagner in charge, so he's best buddies, isn't he, with Jurgen Klopp as well. David Wagner, who used to manage in the Premier League with Huddersfield. Norwich, they're very inconsistent, Norwich, aren't they? But they are only 1 point off the playoff places, Norwich. It's fighting for Norwich now. They've got that American investment as well. They've got that American investment now, Norwich, to try and push up the Championship table. Because they are one of the strongest teams. You still have to say that on paper in the Championship. Because they always seem to be that team that comes up and goes down in terms of getting promoted to the Premier League and goes back down. And obviously, I do expect us to make a few changes in terms for this cup game. We'll probably play more of a weaker team than Norwich, in my opinion. But you got to feel our weaker team could still beat Norwich. Could still beat Norwich's strongest team. Could beat Norwich's strongest team, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're still not a good chance in the Championship. Despite Norwich, they've got 12 wins and 12 defeats in the Championship. They don't draw many. Just seem to win, use, win, use, win, use, win, use. They narrowly got beat away Leeds last night as well. 1-0. And but in terms of what lineup Liverpool will pick, I do expect whatever lineup it is, Liverpool just to have too much for Norwich. And then will that play Norwich part? Would that play in Norwich part's mind that Norwich be thinking, actually, we're not that far off the playoffs? Is that a bit of priority for us than the FA Cup one? You might have to say that, to be honest with you. So, but he's my lineup. I would pick against Norwich. I would offer Terry Hendo because he's natty in FA Cup. He's natty a cup goalkeeper, isn't he? Terry. Conor Bradley at right back. I've been able to see the return of Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson, who was on the bench at Fulham. Preferably fresh to see him on the bench at Fulham last night. I think he would definitely start in the FA Cup, in my opinion. And it all depends on Alexander Arnold and Szoboszlai. Will they start in the FA Cup? Potentially. But I think they're most likely going to be on the bench against Chelsea in the year then. Arnold and Szoboszlai. Dundalk for Joe Gomez and Quenza at the back. Quentin said after the match yesterday that he felt a bit rutsy. Despite I gave him on the match, he did feel a bit rutsy. So it's key for him. So I think he'll start at centre back alongside Joe Gomez. I think it'll be a 3-man midfield of Curtis Jones, Ryan Van Persie, and I think Bobby Clark will start for Liverpool in midfield. In that 3-man midfield. And for the front three, I've done for Javier on the right. I've done for Tay Gordon on the left. Tay Gordon, who's recently came back from an injury. I've done for him to start. And I've done for Cody Gakpo to start in the middle. So I still think that lineup should beat Norwich quite comfortably, in my opinion, in the end. In terms of my score prediction then for this game in the FA Cup 4th round, I think Norwich will definitely get a goal because I think Terher is a bit shaky in goal at the moment. But I do think Liverpool will get over the line against Norwich, and I think they'll have too much for the Champions side. So I'm going to go Liverpool 3, Norwich City 1. So that is my Fulham versus Liverpool match review and my Liverpool versus Norwich match preview. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below on the Fulham game and on the Norwich game down below in the comments, as the Reds booked their place in the Carabao Cup final, where they could potentially win their second Carabao Cup under Jurgen Klopp. Take care, stay safe, see you later, and up the quadruple chasing Reds, up the Reds.